What is going on, everybody? Struggle Gaming. I'm Jonathan 80315, and I'm here with my first episode of GemCraft Frostborn Wrath. Now I've been working on getting everything ready for this episode. I ended up doing a guide on Steam that I posted. Now I'm gonna have that guide basically open on my second monitor here, so I can pretty much tell what fields I'm going to be getting what on. But this is the first episode. The first map is going to go really quick, as anybody who knows and has played this game, it's really early in the morning. It's actually like almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I just finished making the thumbnail and I just couldn't sleep. Like, I woke up at like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock for some weird reason. And I was like, you know, I can't sleep. I'm going to go ahead and make the thumbnail. And then I decided to go ahead and do my first recording session for this. So bear with me if I sound a little tired or I'm talking a little bit lower than what I would normally talk. Should still be good audio wise though. We're gonna go ahead and delete this. This was me practicing a couple runs, not these two. So start a brand new game in Frostborn, the standard difficulty. Alright, here we go. So on the first map here, we're going to have a couple objectives to head up right away. And I'll try to remember all of them off the top of my head. So it's basically saying, hey, yeah, you can drag from your inventory or whatever, you know, hit play to start the battle. I'm immediately going to pause. So here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold tab and highlight over a gem to quick socket it back into the thing there. We're also going to combine 2 gems of a different color. And why not, we'll just go ahead and... Yeah, John, because that's really the orb. Wow. Alright, we're just getting a couple easy achievements now. I would like to... No, we might still be able to do it here. As soon as I get a little bit of... Here. We'll go ahead and do that. Call them. Get rid of that. If you didn't know what I just did there, I hit X to salvage. It's actually starting off pretty poorly because I messed up a couple things. So we're gonna build an extra tower here. Move this down here real quick. Do a little bit of cleanup. We're also going to shrink the range and increase it back. Let's see here. I'm going to create a grade 1 here. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I got that sacrifice gem for mana. I feel like there's a lot more I could have done, but we didn't let any hit our orb, so we got a couple of different achievements right off the rip here. A lot of these are your basic achievements that you're going to get anyways throughout playing the game. I'm just going to try to get as many as I can. Alright, we went up 1 level there. It tells us to go to the next field, but what I'm going to do, and, well, yeah, we'll go ahead and go to the next level. I was debating on how I wanted to do this, because at our current skill, we could technically get back into W1 and send every wave early for another achievement. But we can do that later when we have a little bit more skills. So with this one, we're only going to be using poison gems. In fact, oh yeah, I forgot to change the gem priority in the last mission there. I could have done it too at the very beginning. I didn't think I could, but we could have. That's okay. Basically, I'm not worried about these early waves here. Go ahead, speed through this. There we go. Build inventory. And now I'm going to sacrifice most of these. So I can get another one in. Alright. Basically, early game, the main objective is to get as many of the easy achievements as possible. So if you want to, you can build some extra walls. I don't know if I'm going to get enough walls built to get one of the achievements. I built 15 walls. There we go. And honestly, I don't care if any of them get through, because that's going to be another... Oh, maybe not. Only one battle for only poison gems. We're going to be speeding through this first episode pretty quickly. Now at this point, I'm getting skills here. I was going to tell you about the skills. So every achievement that you get gives you skill points. Now they can give you multiple skill points. Some of these might be +2 skills. I believe all mine are currently... I got 15 achievements and 16 skill points, so one of these is a +2. Probably this one right here. Yep. Call an enraged wave early. That gave me that extra skill point. Also, if you need to know any of the hotkeys, they are all listed here. And this also has the tab or minus to drop gems to the inventory. There's also a couple of unique things when I was looking through this to kind of remind myself of everything. About decreasing the gem range, where you can hold Alt for fine tuning, which changes it from dropping from a 5% every time you mouse wheel to change the range to a 1%. I'll also get talismans. I didn't get any talismans. I'm just kind of getting all the stuff taken care of here. Yeah. Alright. Now we're going to actually... Now we're level 3. So we'll have a little bit more starting mana. We're going to go back to W1 here. We're going to do this in enduring mode still. And basically, we are going to be sending every wave right from the very beginning here. We're going to need some stronger gems. Oh, I'm not. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to control click on the very last one that sends all the waves. And I do have 368 mana right now. Basically, I gotta be really careful with this because this is... Okay, we got our first talisman piece. Now that there's not that many over it back here, I'm going to go ahead and move this gem up. I'm also going to create a new tower and get this one down here. And put that one right there for right now. I was hoping not to combine it and make a grade 3. Doesn't seem like that was going to be the case. A little short. should be good. Alright. That was pretty good. So we got Skylark, which is calling every wave early. We also found our first talisman piece there. So, not bad. And we actually got a marked talisman, which works out pretty well, to be honest, because we're going to be really hunting the marked talismans. Any marked talisman. That's what we're really going to be after. Just going to throw that in there. It doesn't give us that much of a boost. That's only a 6% damage to buildings, so kind of a trash piece, but it will work for now. At this point, we're going to go ahead and do some endurance. We're going to get some extra shadow cores from W2 here. But first off, we're going to go ahead and get the wizard stash in W1. Not a very good stash. It gives us a skill called Orb of Presence, which usually a skill I don't invest heavy in. It pretty much makes orblets around the orb. So we're going to go into endurance here. This is going to be our first endurance run. And our main objective is just to open the stash. So we're literally going to build 2 gems so they can hit the stash and break it open. But also protect. And looks like I'm not going to be able to really do too much here. Alright, let's put that there. Yeah. This is bad. That's bad. Okay. I was really hoping I would have had enough. Okay, we have enough to finish this, but just barely. We don't even have enough to combine. This is gonna be... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Because we did get almost, which is to kill a monster with shots blinking to the monster if that monster would have destroyed the orb. So basically, I was at low enough mana that that monster, when it vanished, it would have destroyed me. However, because there's a shot targeting it in mid-air, when that monster hit the orb, it does what they call a blink, which means the shot instantly connects with the monster, destroying it. So that's actually a pretty hard achievement to get, and you pretty much just have to be really lucky for it. But we did get the Orb of Presence skill term. Now, I wasn't really trying too hard on doing a high level endurance there, obviously. So like I said, Orb of Presence, it's banishment cost, and then once you put 5 points in there, you get the Orblet as well. We're going to go ahead and spend 5 skill points to increase the mana per monster kill. And that 5 is pretty much going to be there the rest of the playthrough. We will probably increase it later on, but for the most part, that's just going to help us make mana faster. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and build a tower right here. And we're going to combine 2 of these grade 2s to make our first grade 3 gem. Now this will pretty much take care of almost all these waves for the most part, but we're going to help it out here. Might as well they give us the gems, right? I'm just messing around because these early levels, you really don't need to do too much. The best thing is to farm as much of the achievements as possible. So yeah, I can't do it yet. I'm trying to think of different achievements. Alright, there we go. Getting a couple more achievements here. We might hit mana pool level 2. There we go. I could upgrade this, but it's pretty much already over anyway. I could have got a grade 5, that would have been another achievement. But unfortunately, I was just a little too low for that. Okay, these early levels, this is all we're going to be doing. Alright, now we went up another level. We're level 5 now. We're going to go back to W2. And the endurance mode for this, we are going to be getting 240 shadow cores, which is actually going to help us out later on. And this was an endurance, right? Yes. So we're going to put a tower here just to kind of like hit this in the, in its spare time. But for the most part, ooh, I can only do one grade 2. I was hoping I can do a grade 2 and a grade 1. I really wanted the grade 2 to start things off with. Alright, we need to start. Alright, it's gonna be a little dicey here at first. I'm not going over all the hotkeys. I kind of did that in another video. There we go. We got a grade 1 with 100 hits. That's pretty decent. And we got our wizard dash. We're just going to combine that right there. Poison is a really good gem. Because poison itself ignores armor. So like this guy here, and I'm gonna also select my first monster here. He has an armor of 10. When that poison hits him, as you see, the armor did not go down, but he's poisoned for 21 hit points, which means he's about to die. Because he only had 20 hit points left. The armor never went down because poison ignores it completely. Which makes poison a very good gem early on. You don't really have to worry about it. It's just, it doesn't have the punch that a crit gem would have. We're about to die here. We're not killing you fast enough, and we don't have enough mana to increase. We do. I was really debating on not doing that, but looks like we got pretty lucky right there. If I can get these two to both grade 3s and make enough to yeah. I don't think we're going to do all 30 waves, but we're going to try with this run. Okay. Well, one, I just spent the money anyways, or the mana anyways to upgrade. But they were going to kill us anyways. So that was definitely a higher endurance than this one, which jumped us up a couple different levels. W3 stash gives us a talisman fragment, but there's no marks on it at all. Same with W4 stash. So I'm not too worried about these two stashes at the moment. Once we want to do these for extra experience, we'll grab them stashes and we'll just immediately add the shapes into our shape collection, which we're going to start doing relatively quickly. So from here on, we're just going to hit W4 up and finish up the W tile. Obviously, him sitting here, it does nothing. We're just going to move him right away. We also got an achievement for shadow cores. So, I'm thinking how I want to do this. We're going to put these on random. I like putting poison on random because if you have them on lead, they're always going to shoot that first monster until it dies, and then they'll shoot the second one, and by that time it gets through. And then you have a bunch that don't get that poison effect. It's kind of the same thing with when it's in traps. Putting it as least affected is the best thing to do. So I like putting them on random, and then have the last one focus on hitting whoever's first. that to 3. We'll wait for a little bit of a break here after this group. Hit the upgrade on that. This should be able to handle all them, no problem. Now we're sitting with 3 grade 2s and a grade 3 up here. I don't think we're going to make enough mana to make a grade 5 yet. No, definitely not. Now I'll go over some more unique effects later on as they come up. So we got a really good inner fragment with this one. I call it the square line mark on my guide. And because it's a square with a single line through it. Could have called it kite mark, I guess. Everybody calls the marks different things. But on my guide, that one, I just, put simply square line. Let's see here, we unlocked S and S1. A more shadow cores, but we are definitely putting this talisman in our fragments here. Alright, we're going to do it like that. And I am going to spend a little bit to upgrade this, just to get the... Okay, we'll go all the way with that. Just to get the extra 17% of my wizard level goes to initial XP and mana, which ain't much. 17% of 10 is pretty much nothing. If you do the math, you can figure out how much mana I'm getting and how much bonus. But it's not very much. Alright, so now we finished W4, we're going to go right into S1, which will pretty much lead us right to the 30-minute mark. Like I said, we're going to be going through this pretty quickly. Now we reach level 10, that's another achievement. We are going to move this poison gem, we're going to put this poison gem up here. We're going to make a mana and a slow as well. So we're going to slow them down and then put mana here. I'm going to upgrade the mana gem and the poison gem, the first poison gem here. Put that to least affected, put that to least affected. And we're just going to start right there. This, for the most part, is going to be enough to kill everything that comes through here. As soon as we get enough, we're going to upgrade this grade 1 right here. I'm not worried about that one that went through. Basically, as long as they get hit by poison, they're going to die. We're going about 47 now on hit. So with this one, we're only going to be killing using traps, which is going to be another achievement. Okay, he got through. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, how do you get through though? Huh. I don't know. Like I said, we're just kind of rushing threes. The beginning of the game is not really too much. There's a handful. There we go. So we had 75% of our kills caused by poison damage, which is, and the reason I didn't get it earlier when I had only poison gems is because the gems themselves was killing them and not the poison effect. Basically, to get green vial, you want to poison them and have them die from the poison damage over time. And you need 75% of them to die that way before you get that. We also killed 12 monsters with gems and traps, which is actually pretty nice. And we reached level 10, of course, which gives us S2 and S3. S2 gives us our first battle trait. S3 gives us some more shadow cores. So we're going to hit both of these wizard stashes up. And yes, I do know about endurance. Thank you. But before we do that, we are going to do one final run, and we're going to do an endurance run. And I'm debating on which one to do here. I think we'll go back to W1 and do an endurance run. And like I said, this is a walkthrough to kind of show how you should probably have the easiest time. Say it that way. This is a walkthrough to show the easiest way of beating this game. And we will go through major turns, and once we get into the split pass, you'll start seeing a lot more of how I'm running this compared to what most people would probably do. Because most people would probably keep going here, but these start getting a little harder. They're not too much harder. Obviously, I could probably easily do these right now at level 11, but we're going to get a little bit more XP. It's not going to be much. We might go up 1, maybe 2 levels if we're lucky here. Now, honestly, what I should probably do is try to get haste first before doing this to get our first XP multiplier for our battle trick, but we're just going to go into endurance mode here. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. Yes, I know. So we can get another achievement by re-destroying this. And we might do that. But first off, we are gem bombing right from the very beginning here. We're going to make 2 grade 2s to start us off, which is going to be more than enough to do this. I shouldn't get too far, then I should be able to get my first upgrade relatively soon here. Alright, take a little bit of a liberty there to upgrade that. Okay, I'm okay with 1. 1 doesn't hurt. Alright, upgrade this. Alright, that's gonna keep us going pretty decently right now. Alright, now that we got that, we're getting rid of that. Alright, our main thing here is we're actually going to combine these 2 up. We did it quick enough. Okay, cool. Now, I'm going to put a grade 3 to kind of just chip away at that. Because this grade 4 should be able to handle pretty much anything that comes out at this level. And we're going to start building up another build gem here. And if I can, I would like to get this to a grade 4 and then combine this up to a grade 5. Obviously, I could combine these 2 and just go ahead and do that. But I'd rather get this destroyed first. Whatever comes first. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna need to put you to attack them. Alright, we got our first grade 5 gem. Alright, and we destroyed our previous open wizard stack. Not bad, not bad. And we're also making a decent amount of XP here. Just a little bit of extra hit in this beginning area. And this will be our first endurance mode we pass. I don't see us failing this endurance mode. Alright, I'm gonna put that there. Okay, first endurance mode that we passed. We enraged 10 waves, we created a grade 5, we destroyed a previous open wizard stash, and we beat 30 waves, which gave us also are 5 more endurance waves. So now we're at 2081 of XP. Because the way this game works is your previous highest XP and your new total, it doesn't give you just what you get and you can replay and get 2000 XP every time. It does subtract. So now if I play again and I get 2500, I would only get the 400 and what? Yeah, 400 and something. All right, XP. Or not, 300. 370 XP ish. Because it's the difference. Now you can also increase the multiplier with battle traits, and of course, the raw battle XP is how much XP you normally get, and there's other stats here you can look at. But, anyways, that is going to do it for episode 1. We jumped clear up to 14, and we completed W1, W2, 3, 4, and S1, and we done an endurance on 2 maps. As far as skills go, we have 5 points into mana stream, and we're sitting with 812 initial mana bonus. Talismans, we're getting pretty lucky with marked talismans. You may not be as lucky, but don't worry about that. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful time with this series, and there's going to be a lot more to come. I will see you in episode 2.